Right, good morning and happy Sunday. Thanks for joining me, Reverend Rebecca Simon Peter, and welcome to Spiritual Mojo. This is my first Facebook Live. I'm really happy to share it with you. This is an online spiritual experience that's designed to uphold your spirit, to uplift your consciousness, and to uplevel your faith. And who doesn't need that right now? Since Ash Wednesday, February 26th, when we lived in a really different world than we're living in right now, I've been writing about and speaking about moving your faith, expanding your faith from that of a follower to that of a leader, from that of a victim of circumstances to that of a vehicle of good news. And the way I put it is expanding your faith from that of a disciple to that of an apostle, or from believing in Jesus to believing like Jesus. See, I have this crazy idea that when you tap into the kind of faith that Jesus had, that you can do the kinds of things he did. He always said, greater things than this shall you do. And he trained his apostles to do the things he did. So people, I say our time is now. So what did Jesus believe anyway? A lot of things. And one of the things that he believed is that he was in partnership with God. I and the Father are one, he said. I don't do anything apart from the Father. And that's really pretty amazing when you think about it. To believe that you're one with God, that there's nothing that can separate you from the creator of all that is, and that everything you do is in concert with God, that you're joined, that you're an expression of God. That's really pretty amazing. Well, do you want to know what else is amazing? Like crazy amazing? Jesus believed that you're one with God too. He said, you're going to realize that I'm in my Father, and you're in me, and I'm in you. In other words, we're all one. We're all deeply interconnected. And hasn't the coronavirus shown us that? I mean, not only are we all impacted by it, but we're interdependently getting through it. And thanks to those of you that are joining the Facebook Live. So back to Jesus, you're going to realize that I'm Father, he said, you're in me, and I'm in you. So that means, my friend, that you are in partnership with God. You have an inner divinity. You have an inner wholeness, an inner indivisibility from all, an indivisibility where you're inseparable from all that is good and holy and true and right. It's in you. It's deep within you. You have that. Yeah, you. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And when you start to believe that you're in partnership with God, well, that, my friend, is when miracles unfold. You no longer see yourself as less than, as counted out, as just a victim of circumstance. Instead, all of a sudden, you're in the dance. All of a sudden, you are the dance. You are a co-creator with God. That means your word has power. Your thoughts have power, and your actions then have even greater power. Everything you do then is more positive because it's tinged with the light of God. There's more good, there's more light, and that's what it means to believe like Jesus, to tap into that inner partnership with God. And thanks to everybody who's joining here live. And I know these are difficult, frightening times, and we've never been through anything like this before. For so many of us, it's a tough time. And so it's right now, no coincidence. All right, this is not bad timing. It's right now that I'm inviting you to embrace your partnership with God, to tap into that inner divinity, to choose God's future over fear, to believe like Jesus. Are you ready? Our time is now. So I said this was going to be a time to uphold our spirits and uplift our consciousness and uplevel our faith. And what I want to do is a meditation with you. It will help you tap into your inner divinity. And then together we will uplift the world in our prayers. So if you'd like, put in the chat window or put in whatever we call it here on Facebook. Is there anybody in particular that you're praying for? Is there anybody in particular that you want to lift up in prayer? Go ahead and put that in, or any particular situations, and then we can include that in our prayers together. All right, so while you're doing that, I want to invite you now to take a breath. I don't know about you, but I found myself holding my breath these days lately. And like I said to some other friends, that is not a good long-term strategy. Holding your breath is not going to work long-term. So let's take a deep breath together. Let it out. And another one. Whew. Let it out. Maybe shake out your shoulders a little bit. Let it out. Oh, let's just let some of that stress go as we're tapping into that inner space of divinity, that inner wholeness. All right. I'm feeling more relaxed. How about you? So, what I want you to do now is take your attention and move it from your head, move it from your thoughts, move it from that logical place, and just bring it down to your heart. If you want to close your eyes, that's fine. Take off your glasses, put your hand over your heart. And now just begin to breathe into that heart space. Bring your attention to your heart. Feel the peace that's there. Feel the love that's there. Feel that inner divinity that's within you. Your soul. Your God connection. That space that is indivisible, you and God. Deep union, deep prayer, deep love. That place where we know that all is well. All is well. And all manner of things shall be well. So now, from this place of your heart, I want you to now hold your hands out and know that Jesus reached out and touched people and he healed them. And he empowered them and he enlivened them. They got up off their mats and they walked. They did things they didn't know they could do because the power of God flowed through him to them. That power of God is within each of us. As you hold out your hands, I want you to imagine that the power of God is flowing through you, from Jesus to you to the world. And imagine the love that's now flowing through you because your hands are open, because your heart is open. Keep breathing into that heart space. Your mind will go back to your head, but just bring it back to your heart. And now let's lift up the world. Let's see ourselves connected. I want you to see yourself connected to the people in the house next door, in the neighborhood. Imagine your heart beating out towards them. But coming through the heart is just this love, and it's beating out to the people around you. Waves of goodness, of compassion, of wholeness, of love, of appreciation. Spend a moment just feeling your heart putting out those feelings to the world. And your hands allowing God's energy to flow through you. And now imagine that those heart waves are going even beyond your neighbors' houses, out into your whole neighborhood. And they're encompassing the healthcare workers, the retail workers, the doctors, the government workers, the people that are doing their very best to support us so that we can thrive and survive during this time. Send your heart energy and your love out to the leaders, spiritual leaders, emotional leaders, thought leaders, world leaders, local leaders. Let your love go all the way out. If your your head gets involved and you start to argue, I'm not gonna send love to that person. Bring your focus back to your heart. Just let your heart do the work. Let the love come from your heart. Let the God power come through your being, because we're practicing believing like Jesus. And now begin to embrace the people that are sick, people that are ill with coronavirus, the people that are scared. Keep breathing through your heart. Let the love come through. Because what we're doing is we're connecting that inner divinity with everyone else's inner divinity. We're letting love bind us together. We're saying that we're all connected and that love's going to carry us through. So let your love and the power of God now flow through you from your heart and your hands and your whole being out to encompass a larger space. Uplifting, upholding, upleveling, bringing the Spirit of God. It's not us doing it, it's God through us. To bring love and connection to the whole world, all over the world, wherever there's good news or bad news. Let your love uplift them. Let God's love through you carry them. And know that we're all connected. So take a moment and just let that love go out. Imagine it. If you can't feel it, imagine it. If you can feel it, do that. So the whole world is connected in love. The whole world is bathed in love. That all the sickness, all the suffering, all the fear, all the fright, all that bathed in love. In prayer, and embrace of God. And all the people were happy and healthy. They're bathed in this love and light too. So we're all connected. We're all in it together. Yeah, love. Lots of love. Love is the answer. All right, now take your hands and bring them back to your heart and feel all that goodness, all that love coming back into you as well. So that you're not just giving, you're receiving. Let that inner divinity be strong within you. And be refreshed. Be loved. The love of God. All right, and then I just invite you to say thank you. Thank you to love. Thank you to life. Thank you to all that is. Thank you for all that is good and right. Thank you for all the solutions. Thank you for all the hope. Thank you for the people that are caring for us. Thank you for the ways that you're getting to be a leader. Whatever it is you're thankful for, go ahead and put that in so we can see what people are thankful for. And let us be people of thanks, people of gratitude, because that, my friends, makes a difference. That raises the vibration on the planet. That sends forth a lot of positivity, and the world needs that right now. All right, so from this place of partnership with God, thank you for being with me in meditation. The most amazing things are happening. What I'm noticing around me is that people are choosing a positive mindset, okay? Instead of freaking out, they're actually reaching out. Instead of burying themselves in self-pity, they're taking on self-sacrifice. And that's a mindset. You know, that's a choice you have about how you're going to react. And sure, there are people freaked out about toilet paper. But in one grocery store I was in, there were still Oreos on the shelves. So come on, that's sharing. That's caring. Somebody left Oreos for you. And people are doing the kindest things I've noticed, watching out for each other, shopping for each other. And I work with a lot of pastors, and the pastors are just absolutely mobilizing their people to care for each other. They're taking kids on hikes when the parents have to work. They're sitting and listening to each other. They're sending cards. One guy I know is standing outside nursing homes, okay, with residents that he knows, talking with them on the phone so they can see each other and then they hear each other on the phone. It's just amazing stuff. People ministering to the homeless. What else is happening? Groups are meeting by Zoom that never used to. Online 12-step meetings, online prayer meetings. One friend I know is doing an afternoon tea every day. So there's all kinds of possibilities. My own family is meeting on Zoom once a week. We never used to do that, all of us together. So thank you so much for joining today for this moment of spiritual mojo. And today I want you to remember you are in partnership with God. You are moving from follower to leader, from victim of circumstance to apostle of good news. And ask yourself what you can do to contribute today to the world. Who can you bless? Who can you help? Who can you pray for? Whose cart can you put an extra pack of toilet paper in, or an extra loaf of bread? I invite you to believe like Jesus, to tap into your inner divinity, to carry that knowledge and that awareness with you all this week, and go make miracles with God. So love each other. I love you guys. I'll see you next Sunday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, for another dose of Spiritual Mojo. In the meantime, stay connected here. You can find me on my website, RebeccaSimonPeter.com. And we'll keep going with the 40 days of apostleship as well. I look forward to seeing you the next time. All right. Thanks, everybody. Great to be with you. And I'm going to figure out how to log out now.